You know, as a teacher of anger management, people like to tell me their anger stories as soon as they know what I do. And in class, frequently a student will come up to me at the break and tell me an anger story. One that comes to mind is about how this 21-year-old who still lived with his parents would throw his computer across the room and break it when he got mad at it. And his parents kept buying him another one. And then he would throw that across the room. And this went on for quite a few times before he realized, even before they did, that this has got to stop. And that's why he took my class. Another story that I heard was a very nice lady took a sledgehammer to somebody's windshield. Actually, it was some teenagers. They drove into her cul-de-sac and they played their music loudly at midnight. She asked them to stop. They insulted her, told her no way. And so then she went and got the sledgehammer and bashed in their window. And then all you have to do is look on the news, of course, read a news magazine to see some of the more tragic kinds of things that people do when they're out of control with their anger. I summed it up into 5 main ways that we hurt others and ourselves. The first one is when we allow our anger to go to the level of hatred. And then we become violent and we abuse other people and animals. That's serious abuse, and it's anger mismanagement at its worst. Another one is threatening and bullying someone or a group in order to control them. That is also abuse. A lot of people have this one, staying blind to their anger and behaving in unkind and sometimes very cruel ways, and not even acknowledging consciously what's happening, what they're doing. It does register, though, you can be sure of that, inside at some level, and it will not be a good payoff for them later on. The fourth one is to use your anger to hurt yourself. There's a lot of ways to do that, and it's very common. Overeating, drinking too much, reckless driving, allowing someone to abuse you. I could just go on and on and on of the ways that people punish themselves. It's like the unconscious guilt just drives some kind of very bad behavior that hurts you if you allow that to happen when you're down on yourself. Last of all is poisoning yourself by holding on to anger and making it become like an addiction. I had a bad anger habit. I didn't even know I had it for years and years and years because of the way I grew up. I was in an environment where there were complaints constantly being registered and all kinds of criticism happening. And so it was a low-level habit, maybe not a full-blown addiction. But either way, when we've got that, life isn't nearly as happy and as much fun as it could be otherwise. And when you've got an addiction, whether it's an anger addiction or alcohol, drugs, whatever, you're in for a crash every so often. That's painful stuff. How do we get out of these habits, these addictions, these ways of mismanaging anger? First, we have to be honest with ourselves and tell ourselves the truth. And then we have to forgive ourselves. It's hard to forgive oneself. It can be also very hard to forgive others. But that's where it starts. Self-honesty and forgiveness. Wiping the slate clean. I don't care how much damage you have done to anybody else or yourself, you can always start again. Going through this process of cleansing yourself with forgiveness and moving ahead. Take care.